Hi everyone, it's Promise Odira on it. I'm on holiday in Greece, but I decided to make this video. Alright, so I'm just trying to find somewhere that there's not a lot of people. And I want to address a few issues. So number one is about this whole falls about the Super Falcons, and I feel like the Super Falcons need every uh, money they could get. I appreciate President Tinubu for giving them that money. I believe it is important, right, to give them that amount of money, because what we've seen is a country that does not appreciate their our national representatives, be it football, be it basketball, Olympics, or any other sports for that matter. So I think it is quite important that we appreciate the Super Falcons. They've done really well. It's not easy representing a country like Nigeria, where things are desired more than it is obtained, or there's more to be desired. Let me put it that way. So I understand the importance of making sure when you're announcing some prizes, you announce it in naira, because the president is speaking about dollars. Just make nonsense of the fact that we are trying to grow the naira. So it is important that is said. But then I don't think that the money they got is too much. Most of these guys have to train at personal cost, or if some of them are dual citizens, they get the money from or the facilities from the countries that they are also part of, or they are also citizens of. So because of that, we need to let them off. Yeah, we need to let them off. We need to let them off on that aspect. The money they are getting is not something they get all the time. It's not routine. They are not placed on salary. So whatever they are getting now is just to say thank you for representing the country, and thank you for winning it for the 10th time. Shout out to Asishat Oshola, and a lot of them. I did not watch even a single game, so most of the time we write off the women, but they are the ones that keep giving us these trophies. Our Super Eagles have been nothing but, let me not even say anything like. But another important thing is that, what do you call them? I think it was 1994 Atlanta. Most of them that got houses in Abuja, those houses were taken away from them. So I think Nigerians, I understand the anger. We're borrowing money. Why giving out so much? But if you're a lover of sports, and if you want to be fair to all these sports people in Nigeria, you have to appreciate the fact that most of them have not really gotten a lot out of the system. Some of them play and go back into poverty. When they retire, a lot of them go to taxi. When they are sick, they are the mercy of you know well-meaning Nigerians that look after them. And a good example is it Christian Chuku, that Otodola had to fly outside the country. I think it was India that he took him to. The other guy, I've forgotten his name. Is it forgotten name of this Igbo guy that played for Nigeria back in the day? That it was Ahmed Musa that actually footed his hospital bills. So if these people don't get help from well-meaning Nigerians, nobody cares about them. So it's not like they're paid on salary. It's not like they're paid on pension. So for me, I would say President Tinubu is generous, but at the same time, it is well appreciated that he did what he did. I'm honestly appreciating him for looking after the girls. Guys, it's not their fault that Nigeria is a mess. These things have started during Buhari's time. Some of them during Goodluck's time. So allow the girls to feel proud, so that next time, if people are deciding whether to play for Nigeria or to play for another country, they will decide, because a lot of these big names that we know, people like Saka, other Nigerians, they don't want to play for Nigeria because it's a bad taste. So that more people can be willing to play for the country. But when we trash them and make a nonsense, it's not like they cannot earn that money from their clubs anyway. Some of them are paid in dollars still. So how much are you going to give them if they're somebody like Ashisha Toshola? You know how much he's getting from Barcelona. So it's not like these monies are big. So again, it is big because of the situation of the country. So I'm trying to balance things here. But I'm coming from the perspective that the country does little for you. So if they are doing so much for the country, please allow them. Please, I'm begging, please allow them. You know, this is one of the very few times you see the country actually thinking positive about sports people, because most of them sometimes they don't even have money to fly themselves. They don't even have money to even enter flights to go to their tournament. Some of them they're desired visas. So there's so much bad news in Nigeria that sometimes they've given us something to be proud for. You know, beating Morocco, beating 10 times winning that league. Come on. We need to appreciate them. It's not easy. So that's what I'm thinking. Appreciate them for what they've done. And that said, I will leave that matter like that. Now, the other one I want to talk about, still on our international image, is what the US Embassy said about Nigeria. Now, we need to understand how international bodies, how countries operate. Embassies are regarded as foreign lands, even though it is in your country. So the US Embassy is regarded as America, right? And if you understand how embassies work, they actually control all the intelligence and spy works from their embassies. So all the intelligence are gathered through the embassies, and they understand firsthand what is going on in the country. Now, when you see all these APC guys, all these spokespeople come out and say on national TV they are doing well on stocks, and they start quoting all these US websites and what have you, they're happy. They can use it to quote their figures and say the stocks are doing well, the indices are da 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 da. But when the US Embassy now criticizes them or say things that are factual, things that they know is verifiable, then you see people like, because I was listening to Arise TV News, and they were saying things like, oh, they should not politicize Kaneko. US should stay away from our local politics. No, they are not. They are not intervening, or they are not trying to get involved in your. We know Nigeria is a sovereign country. What they are saying is what is factual. The largesse that the people people in power are enjoying is not the same with what the people of Nigeria are enjoying. You know, people are told, which is what Peter B has said, but Peter B told you that he's not doing it out of political reasons. He's trying to see Nigeria work. You know, he's saying things that are factual. If the embassy made it up, then you say, okay, he made it up. But they didn't make it up. They are stating facts. They are stating facts of what is actually going on in the country. So if they are stating facts, which they have enough intelligence network in Nigeria to get the facts from the ground, they know that these guys are focusing, in fact, budget and other Nigerian-run organizations have actually stated exactly the same thing. We are misplacing priorities. We're investing on building for government officials, vice presidents, rather than focusing on what should be our priority, rather than focusing on what should be where we're supposed to invest the real money, in education, in saving people, in welfare caring and all of that. So that is to say, the US Embassy is correct. And another thing, guys, you need to understand is that this is not Biden's administration. This is Trump's administration. And this is why we voted for Trump. Because Trump is not going to be like being, what do you call it, like the Democrats. No, Trump is blunt. He will tell you to your face. Look at what he's doing with the trade relations with UK, with Europe, with even China. Man is out to put Americans first, and he's doing it without, any fear or favor. And you guys need to understand, when Biden was there, he was the first government to recognize Tinubu. Howbeit, he understands that FBI have files on this guy. And remember, FBI files are not classified for the president. So both Biden and Trump have details, the real details, not the classified version. The real details, not the what do you call it? The version that was covered with some of the information. No, the real version of what actually transpired, the FBI files of Tinubu. So if they know all these truths about our president, how do you think they will be looking at us? Do you understand? So, and they've now set up a mission that looks at Africa, intentionally, even Nigeria, because of the high number of Christians that are being killed in Nigeria. So Trump, being the leader of the free world, and you understand the way he is, has his eagle eye and gets his report on the country. So all these things that is happening in Nigeria, and people feel like, our politicians feel like they cannot be touched, they can get away with anything. Just know, America knows almost everything about any president or any country in the world. Nigeria is not excluded. So it is not about, and I really respect people like Rufai Hosseini and Dr. Ruben Abati for saying it as it is. It's a factual statement. Yes, it is a factual statement. Whether it came from the US Embassy or comes from the mouth of Mr. P2B or any Nigerian or any foreign body, it is the fact. When we did our election and the UN observers came up and said, that the election was flawed and this and that. What did Nigerian do? INEC came and said it's a lie. Some other, APC spokespeople said they should stay away from our business. But when they start giving report and said, oh, our stock is doing well, our economy is doing well, you will see the same people, they will start quoting it up and down. Oh, we are doing well. According to World Health, according to World Bank, according to IMF, we are doing well. Nigeria is this one, that one. Oh, when they say anything bad, oh, stay away from our business. Oh, America should mind their business. Nigeria is a sovereign country. Come on, that's the hypocrisy that we are talking about. When it suits your narrative, you quote them. When it doesn't suit your narrative, when they call you to the order, when they say it as it is, you wanted to shut up. It was during Trump's administration the last time that the list of houses owned by politicians, including Ngige, including Buhari, including their children, were released. We know that Trump might say things that are harsh, and we know that his stance on visa might be harsh, but at least he holds our leaders to account. He holds our leaders to account, and that's what we need, and that's why we voted people like him. So, that said, I wanted to touch up on another topic as well. But I think, guys, that these are the main ones. I think Tinubu should be commended with his wife, on how they rallied around those girls. These are things that are supposed to be done. We're supposed to give support to, what do you call it? We're supposed to give support to those who represent the country. And at the same time, we're supposed to put Nigeria in a good light internationally so that when other governments have things to say, it will be good news and not, all the time bad news. So that's what I want to say. Forgotten the third point of this video that I wanted to mention. But I think everybody should just relax about P2B. And I think I've remembered. It's about ADC. ADC saying they will not tolerate anti-party. And I saw Dele Momodu's cryptic message about forcing P2B to be Atiku's running mate. Let us be clear. P2B's momentum, P2B's support is way more than Atiku. The 12 million vote that they think Atiku will get ordinarily because of Buhari's death, I don't think that is possible anymore. So what we need to understand is P2B claims, and even Dati Ahmed have said it on air, that we got 10 million in the last vote. What we need ADC to do is to put P2B as number one, the presidential aspirant. And when he does that, then we can pick somebody credible from the north to be his running mate. Then when that happens, once we give him the ticket, then all of us can, with one voice, face INEC and do electoral reform. And I keep mentioning, and I will keep saying, we need to cap our spending in our campaigns, like the UK does, so that we don't have people spending $20,000 giving to delegates. We need the EFCC and ICPC to sit up. We need our elections to be free, fair, and credible. That is the only way we fix Nigeria. Until that happens, every other thing we are doing is just content creation. Every other thing we are doing is just face value, politicking. If we really are serious as a people to change Nigeria's trajectory, these things have to start from capping our election spending, fixing INEC to make sure it goes into the constitution laws that they must use the IREV and they must use beavers. And somebody like Yakubu Mahmoud should not be spearheading a supposedly transparent organization like the INEC. Unless all of these things are done and the ADC putting P2B up as a presidential primary, we just have to be wasting our time. And I pray these things are done so that Nigeria will be fixed. Thank you and God bless you. This is Timmy signing out from Greece. I appreciate you, Papa.